Welcome back to Good Morning KU. I'm Madison and I'm out here on the roof of the Union. As you can see behind me, we've got Memorial Stadium because it is springtime and that means football time. So stay tuned for the rest of the show. We'll get you updated on the draft and everything else going on with KU football.
Welcome back to Good Morning KU. This is Andrew.
And I'm Brady.
And a lot happening this week with the NFL draft happening now and finals week. And this is our final Good Morning KU of the semester.
Last one. Soak it in while it lasts. So in regard to the NFL draft, we had Shaquem Griffin with only his right hand being drafted into the NFL.
Oh yeah, him and his brother are going to Seattle together. Cool. And that's a cool story because you hear about a lot of brothers that go to the NFL draft and are athletes together in college, but most of the time they don't ever make it to the same NFL team, if they make it to the NFL.
And most of the time they have both of their hands, you know?
Yeah, too.
Yeah, both
exactly.
of them do. So, yeah, that's definitely an interesting story. I walked in this morning and just like, once when I found that out, I was so surprised. I didn't even know.
Well, it's interesting. I guess he lost his left hand in he had a birth defect.
Yeah, there was something that went wrong while him and his twin brother were in there that doctors would have been able to fix, but they weren't able to just because it was such a tight space with like it being like twins, you know.
Exactly,
yeah,
and sometimes those things happen. And it's a shame that it happened, but it's a guy that's made the most of something that for most people would be very debilitating for sure.
Speaking of making the most out of a little bit, finals week is approaching us pretty rapidly.
For sure. And I'll tell you what, for me, it's getting towards the end of my tenure at KU, so only one final this week, so that's kind of nice compared to 4 last year.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't have that many finals, like traditional-wise. Just a couple projects, I have to turn in a couple papers, and then most of my tests are late next week, but, you know, just kind of dreading that, but looking forward to summer. Do you have any plans for summer?
Well, yeah, actually, during the summer, I mentioned to the crew at the first show of the semester that I hadn't gotten an internship, and like since I had really been on campus here, and now finally I got an internship with WIBW out of Topeka.
Sweet.
So I'm going to be working with them. They didn't say specifically what it was. It's
what you're going to be working on?
Yeah, but they said it's some on-air stuff, so
Cool.
I'm excited to see what all they have in store for
I'm sure whatever you're going to be doing, like it'll at least be good to like get your name in there and you start working with people, you know?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, the interview was actually, I mean, everything's been fun so far, even the interview.
Wow.
I actually was interviewed by reporter Chris Fisher.
Cool.
And he's pretty well known over there. He's a reporter and anchor in the morning. So it was fun. I got to meet him, and I follow him on social media, so it's been a lot of fun so far.
That's cool. Yeah, I don't really have that much planned for this summer, just kind of hanging out. I'm going to be taking a Spanish course so that I can get those credits filled up while I got some free time, but, you know.
And also, one more thing I wanted to mention also is one of our KU alum, Dorrance Armstrong, he also, speaking of the NFL draft, he got drafted to the Dallas Cowboys also as a defensive end.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Almost forgot to bring that up.
Yeah, good thing you did. But anyways, we'll be right back with news and weather.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Welcome back, I'm Gracie.
And I'm Lindsay. This is your Monday Good Morning KU News Update. Teachers in Arizona will strike for the third consecutive day this morning. thousands of teachers will gather in Phoenix at the state capitol to demand higher wages and better funding for schools. The rally follows similar protests in Colorado, Oklahoma, Kentucky, and West Virginia.
The homeless population in Lawrence has increased by nearly 33% over the past 5 years. According to a survey by the City of Lawrence, the percentage of homeless people is growing at a rate 4 times faster than the overall population. Based on a point-in-time survey, the number of homeless individuals in Lawrence this year is 294.
The caravan from Central America has reached the U.S. border. The group has been marching for months through Mexico to seek asylum in the United States, made it to the California border this weekend. Border Patrol authorities said they are unable to process them due to space constraints.
The new Birch Union held its official grand opening on Friday after 2 years of construction. The union, located at the foot of Daisy Hill, is now open for business. Student Senate voted in 2015 to increase student fees by nearly $5 per year to pay for the reconstruction.
It was another rough weekend for the baseball and softball teams. The baseball team dropped a 3-game series in Cincinnati to extend its losing streak to 11, while the softball team lost 3 to Texas Tech to extend its own streak to 13.
The baseball team will play at Missouri State on Wednesday before hosting West Virginia for a weekend series at Hoagland Ballpark. The softball team welcomes Iowa State to Rock Chalk Park this weekend and must sweep the Cyclones for a chance to make the Big 12 tournament.
But now for some good news from the football team. 2 former Jayhawks are now in the NFL. The Dallas Cowboys selected defensive lineman Dorrance Armstrong in the 4th round, and tight end Ben Johnson signed a free agent contract with the LA Chargers. The current squad held its spring showcase on Saturday after 14 practices and a month of preparation.
You know, I think this year the big thing that we stressed was getting everybody to the football, and obviously getting off the field on 3rd down. Those kind of go hand in hand with preventing big plays, and if we can prevent big plays, then we'll have a better chance of getting off the field, and that'll help our offense out, and that'll help us out.
KU will open the 2018 season on September 1st against Nicholas State.
And that will wrap it up for today's news update. Please keep watching, and after the break, Julie and Madison will be here for the weather forecast for the final week of classes.
Welcome back. I'm Julie Cullen, and I'm joined by Madison Gordon outside. Madison, how's the weather out there?
Oh, it's a beautiful day, Julie. The sun is out. It's a little bit breezy, but overall it's feeling pretty warm and nice and like spring.
Wow, it looks breezy out there.
Oh yeah, it's coming and going. It's like it'll calm down for a little while and then it starts up again. But I'm also on the roof, so that may be part of that.
How are the clouds out there? It looks like it's a little cloudy out there. Is it breaking up?
I only see like a lot of really thin wispy clouds, but other than that, the sky looks pretty clear for now.
That's good. And how's the temperature?
Oh, it's warm, but it's not too warm. It's still kind of cool because we have that breeze,
Yeah.
but the sun is definitely heating up out here. I think it's going to be a really nice day.
Awesome. Do you see a lot of people outside because it's so nice now?
I couldn't hear you.
Oh, do you see a lot of people outside because it's so nice outside?
Oh, I don't see a lot of people outside right now, but I think it's still pretty early.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
true.
But yeah.
All
It's nice so far though. It's pretty green. I see some trees are starting to bloom.
All right.
So yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us out there, Madison.
No problem.
All right, well, now on to our weather for today. It is warmer than yesterday, and that is going to last throughout the whole week. It's going to be a nice week. We're going to be in the upper 70s and 80s, so it's going to turn out to finally start to feel like spring, and we'll move into the summer weather pretty soon. And then throughout the weekend, it's going to be mostly cloudy. We're going to see a chance of storms in the middle of the week, which I'll tell you about in just a sec. 64 degrees outside, and the winds are 15 to 20 miles per hour, so it's pretty windy out there. If you could hear Madison, the wind was really blowing out there. Mostly cloudy. Those clouds might move out. She said it was kind of wispy outside, but we'll keep a look at that. Right now, we're going to have a really nice warm up to 81 degrees for our high today, so that's pretty high from what we've been seeing the last couple weeks. Go back down to 78 at 7 p.m. Looking at our extended forecast for the week, we're going to have a lot of clouds at the beginning of the week, and then we're going to have that chance of thunderstorms and rain on Thursday. Right now, it's looking like it's not going to be severe, but we will keep you updated with that. And then it's going to be a beautiful stop day. If you're headed to the library or going out to enjoy it, 79 degrees, and we're going to be completely sunny. And then the rest of the weekend, it is going to be pretty cloudy, but some warm temperatures still. Looks like no rain is in the forecast. And then if we're looking at finals week, a little sneak peek into that, it's going to be pretty nice for your studies. 70s, upper 70s all week, and we're going to have a slight chance of rain Tuesday and Wednesday, but that's it. Thanks for joining us on Good Morning KU. I'm Julie Cullen, and good luck on your finals.